All right, now that we've got our Apple push notification service up and running, our next step is to tie our Apple Business Manager to Microsoft Intune for automatic device enrollment. So before it was called automatic device enrollment, it was called the Device Enrollment Program, or DEP. And so it looks like Microsoft is still using that nomenclature when it comes to doing this configuration. So when you see VPP or DEP last sync date, that is what it's talking about, is connecting to Apple Business Manager. So let's go ahead and click on that. And again, it takes us to our Apple enrollment setup. And what we're going to choose here is Enrollment Program Tokens. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And we have to hit plus. So we're going to create a brand new connection. So the first thing I have to do again is grant Microsoft permission to send user and device information to Apple. And then it asks me to download the Intune public key certificate. So we're going to go ahead and click on that to download it. We'll allow that. And just like I have been, so I've got this new Intune key PEM file. Go ahead and add that to the desktop just so it's easy to get to. All right, and the next thing we need to do is go into Apple Business Manager and use that key to create and download the token. So it gives you a link here, but we can also just go to business.apple.com, and so I've done that. Let me go ahead and change my window here. And here I am in Apple Business Manager. Let me sign in. And we are going to go to, if you don't see this when you first sign in, you want to go to Preferences, and then you want to make sure that you choose MDM under here, your MDM servers. You want to hit the plus here. You want to create a new MDM server. And you can name it whatever you want here. I'm going to call it Microsoft Intune MDM Server. Maybe I'll shorten that just a bit. Let's do that. Allow this MDM server to release devices is fine. We can leave that checked. And here it's going to first ask us for a public key. So that's the PEM file we just downloaded. So I'm going to choose the file here, select intunekey.pem, and we'll go ahead and hit save. All right, there's one last step. So now you can see I have a brand new Microsoft Intune server here, and I've got it listed here, but I do need to download that MDM server key. So let's go ahead and download this server token. And again, like I've been doing, too many windows here. Go ahead and drag that P7M file, which is my token, to the desktop. And then let me go back to Microsoft Intune. And we got to put our Apple ID that we used to create that file, which is again the same user I was just logged into. So I'll go ahead and add that. And then the Apple token, we'll go ahead and hit the folder, and we'll select that P7M file, hit upload, and we'll click next. And now it's going to say, are you sure? Yep, this is the account. The Apple token's there. Let's go ahead and create. New token is successfully added, and you can now create an enrollment profile for this token. Excellent. So now we've got a connection between our Apple Business Manager account and Microsoft Intune. And you'll see it'll take some time. I would give it an hour or so for everything to start to sync, because it's going to have to sync and share data between Apple Business Manager and Intune so that both of the systems are on the same page. So what that has done essentially is created a connection where these devices are now talking and able to be sent to Intune for automatic device enrollment. And we'll get into using that a little bit later in the course, but I just wanted to get those two things connected so that they're shaking hands and communication's flowing. So I'm sure if I go back to my tenant admin status and I refresh this again, we now have Apple push notifications, and we've got device enrollment set up as well. So this is all looking good. Our next step is going to be to set up federation between Entra ID and Apple Business Manager, and we'll do that in the next lesson.